Here representing YouFund, so I'm going to present you YouFund. And what do we do? So basically, we help real estate promoters and investors to match their intentions, solving the problem of finding financing for projects while allowing for lower capital requirements for investors. So we are an online platform, and we are gathering both parties, having transparency and simplicity as our major guidelines. And we have two different customer segments. We have investors on one side and promoters, real estate promoters on the other side. Our first step, we're trying to understand what perception our potential investors have on the current Portuguese real estate market. So we ask them a really clear and simple question. Just give us 3 simple objectives to classify real estate in your head. And the perceptions, the answer that we most had was safety. So 41% of the inquired people say that it's safe and that it has good returns towards the second option. So but if the perception is good, why are people not investing that much? We also asked that question. So what's the obstacle and what is preventing you from investing? The answers? Capital and time. So 42% of people do not invest in real estate because it's too expensive. So they do not everyone has a couple of millions on the side just to conduct a real estate project. And the other, time and knowledge. So people consider that you need the visibility, of course the time, and the know-how to negotiate and to be successful in this market. On the other side, we have promoters. And we were trying to think, how can we help promoters to improve their business? And the answer that we got the most was sources of financing. By having this platform, we could help them diversify the sources of financing and decreasing their dependency of bank loans. On the other hand, it's a simple process, online and quick. And after hearing our customer segments, we shaped up our business model and we created a YouFund concept. So basically, we have a platform. We have the real estate promoters in one side. They present on the platform all the detailed information about each project with all the documents. We screen all that information so that you can have a reliable source. And on the other hand, we have investors who can invest, giving capital in exchange for a percentage of equity of the company. One of the advantages for both parties is that promoters are still in control of the project and not investors. On the other hand, we would like to partnership with financial institutions or insurance companies in order to have some guarantees and safety and give us more credibility and help us grow based on trust, basically. So, as in every business, we have competition. So we have two sides, we have to separate it, and for investors, we consider as competition every type of investment where people are conducting their money besides real estate. The answers were those. So most people have deposits, 71%, which is being even less, increasingly less appealing in Portugal. Then we have investment funds, shares, and post-savings certificates. So these are our major competitors regarding investors. On the other hand, we ask promoters, where are you getting the sources of financing? Where are you getting the money to build your real estate projects? The answers? Everyone said banks. Of course, there are all other minor sources of financing, but banks are the major ones since we are talking about high amounts of capital. Then, our business model, we have revenue streams. And we are analyzing these 4 options. We have the 2 in yellow, promoters' fees and highlighted projects already established. And those are the ones in which we base our revenue sources for our financial forecast. I'm showing in a couple of seconds. But basically, promoters' fee, it's a fixed fee we are charging to each promoter that can successfully finance their project through our platform. So, for instance, if you have a 5 million, asking for 5 million for a real estate project in our platform, and investors give you those 5 million, you will be successful, you can go on with your project and you will pay us the fee. If not, you don't have the money, but you will not pay the fee to us. Then we have highlighted project. This is basically a daily fixed amount which you can choose to pay if you want us to highlight your project in the platform. So if you want to have more visibility, we can do that. And then our financials, which are based on those 2 revenue sources. We started estimating a number of successful projects of in year 1, having an average of amount per project of 750, which is quite low. And our perception is that it will increase with years, so we get established in the market and we'll be able to grow, so the number of projects will increase. The average amount per project will also increase because we believe that if people start to trust us, they will trust us with more valuable projects. And then we end up with expected revenues of 120k in the first year, which will give us a loss on net income, but we will be able to recover that on the subsequent years. After that, traction. So for investors, we started by conducting about 65 surveys, And the answers were actually pretty good. We asked them to classify our YouFund concept on a scale from 1 to 5, being 1 is terrible, forget it, and being 5, it makes perfect sense on the market. And actually, about 90% of people give us an answer neutral or better than that. And 61% of our potential investors approved the YouFund concept. Then, for promoters, we conducted personal interviews face-to-face because we thought it would be better to get more information to discuss with them personally. And actually, the majority thought that it was a really interesting project, mainly because you can diversify your source of financing and decrease your dependence on bank loans. And after that, we created a landing page. It has been launched about 10 days ago, and we have had about 100 users. Users are people who go there more than once, and more than 200 views. And we want to present you our team. So our CEO will be Antonio. And Antonio is the CEO and founder of Podcast Startup, I hope you all know. Then myself, I'm Patricia. So I'm responsible for finance and accounting. I'm your speaker for today. And my background is an international master here from Católica in corporate finance and strategy. Then Tomas has a bachelor from international business in Chicago, and Margarida, who has a bachelor from Católica in management. And here you have our contents. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.